Hi guys, and welcome back to part 5 of the Heritage Family or the Family Photo Journal. So we are now doing this part, which opens like so. It's very easy to do, okay, except we are going to do this slightly different because I don't know what I was thinking. I did it wrong. So this will be different, but not by much, okay? So just to warn you. So you are also going to need some magnets, of course. I only have these gargantuan ones. The other ones were sold out, the smaller ones. So, you know, the ones I usually use. These ones. But, yeah, like I said, they were sold out. So I had to buy the big ones, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. So I'm going to put that aside. So you're going to need 2 sheets of cardstock, right? And then you're going to cut those 2 sheets. You're going to cut the windows, or not the windows, the flaps. So there we have that part. Now the next part is to do the 2 flaps for the top. So I do have this left over from those 2 sheets. And all we're going to do, let's do this one first. Really doesn't matter. So I'm going to cut this. Let's have a look. I will measure it in a moment. Because remember I said I'm doing it slightly different because I don't want to put a magnet as closure. So I reckon if we do about there. Now something I want to always when you're making mini albums is when you're doing a flap like that, you want to cut it just a little bit more in, otherwise this can tend to fold over. So I will measure this to you now. I still have to add my flap onto that. So this is, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this 4 3/4. Okay, 4 3/4. Now the width is it's almost 5 3/4, so I'm just going to shave off like 1/8 of an inch there. Okay, so yes, I've just shaved off a little bit there. That doesn't look very straight, gosh. Yeah, it is. You know, this paper is not always, what can you do? And then you are going to do like so, 1/4 of an inch. Oh, let me give it to you in centimeters. This is very confusing when I do centimeters as well. 12 centimeters. Can you see that? 12 centimeters by 14.2. 14.2. So it's about 5 1/8, more or less, okay? You just want it to come in a little bit more there. And then we are going to do like so. So that will go there like so. Now I've got this piece left over, right? And so I'm going to shave off about 1/8 of an inch. I think that should be fine. Let's just make sure. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, and then all I'm going to do is give me 1/4 of an inch there again. Okay, so basically you're using the leftover panel from your 12 by 12. So this will now go like so. Okay, and I'm just thinking I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit because we still have to add this pocket here. Okay, and it's not going to be a very big pocket, so I'm going to cut it off. I'll tell you now. I'm ad-libbing here, guys, because you know I had to change it because that doesn't work the way it is. So I'm going to cut it down to 6. So now this piece should be 6 1/4, 6 1/2, right? 6 1/2, right? And in centimeters, that is 16.5. Where's my pen? So 16.5 by, like I said to you, more or less 14.3 centimeters. Okay, which, as I said to you, works out to, let's do this one more time just to, you know, 6.5 centimeters by, it's almost 5 1/2, 5 5/8. Double check that. Yes, by 5 5/8. Okay, so I hope that wasn't too confusing, but you know I had to change it because it wasn't working, and I cannot show you something that's not right. And then you see, now you will be left with some of these pieces, and unfortunately it is, one of them should be just wide enough to make the pocket that goes on here. So let's do a tester. So this will go, it's perfect, right? We can actually put this down. Okay, and you want to do it more to the outside rather to the inside, so this doesn't fold. Sorry guys, I hope I'm not getting my head in, but I have to see what I'm doing here. And an option for you as well, you know, if you want, you can make a fancy border here with a punch. Okay, I just chose to make mine plain, but if you want to stick a nice border on there, then please go ahead. So this one, bit of glue, and again let's make sure it lines up nicely, which it does. It's perfectly fine. Let's just press that down. There we go. Now we need a pocket here because we are going to use, now obviously it can't be a very wide pocket, it has to be shorter than that so you can slip in the card. So we are going to make this pocket. Now that my pencil has fallen on the floor, there we go. So let's say we're going to do it about there, which I will give you the measurements of course, and plus 1/4 of an inch. So it's not going to be a very big pocket like the previous one. It is going to be a pocket that is, let's say 1 3/4, 2 inches. No, what am I saying? 2 1/4 inches. Okay, so 2 1/4 inches, which is almost 6 centimeters. All right, and then we are going to do like so. Okay, and then all I'm going to do here, because you know, using one of the leftover pieces, so we can just mark it for the flaps, right? See that? And then put it here, and that makes a perfect flap, and that makes a perfect flap. Yes. And you're gonna just do like so. Perfect. Now I again am using cardstock with this, but you don't have to. I don't know why I did. I just did because it looks nice, I guess. But you can also, if you've got beautiful thick paper and it's double-sided, you can just use your paper and you'll save a bit of money on this. Right, so let's put that down. And I just want to test it because I'm ad-libbing here. Just want to make sure. You see, because when you put this down now, yeah, perfect. This is going to act as your closure. Okay, so now I can just go ahead. Look, if you want to put a magnet, you also can do that. You would put the magnet here and of course there. But I mean, you know, why use a magnet when you don't have to? Especially if you're making stuff to sell, you want to try and keep everything as low as you can. So that is the back part, guys. So easy. See now? Looks complicated, but it's not. So we have these flaps, like so, and then you will use as your closure. So I think I'm just going to keep, this one is a bit crooked there. Okay, short and sweet. I'll go off camera and I will put the paper on it because I did get a new pad. You know, I was waiting for it. I just needed a bit of extra different colors, whatever, you know, patterns. And then I'm going to prepare this, and hopefully that'll be the last part 6. Yeah, I will prepare this and the journals that go inside and the envelope. So I hope that was easy. If you have any questions, you know where to find me, and I'll see you for part 6. Ciao now.